All right. I've been uploading some new mind movies, basically, just to recap or explain what a mind movie is for those who never heard of them. A mind movie is a small movie, like maybe 10, 15 minutes long in total, that the first half are kaleidoscopic images, videos, to get you into a relaxed, focused, but relaxed state of mind with some soothing music behind it. And then at some point that stops. And then what starts are your affirmation type imagery, whether they can be pictures or videos. I do ones with picture still shots, some with videos that fit, and usually affirmation type phrases appear. It could be many, it could be just one. Doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. And so what I did was for the two I just did, one I did on abundance and money, and another one on SP and marriage. Mostly marriage. I know not everybody who's looking for an SP is looking for marriage, but there's a lot of what I find is this is the way I find it. Now it can go either way. There's men out there looking for SP and looking for marriage, right? This isn't specifically a female area, but what I find online is a lot of the female, the ladies out there who are doing this affirmation, law of assumption, whatever stuff. They're big with the SPs because it seems that a lot of women out there are looking for the whole relationship thing. Now, I know that there's men out there looking for it too, but to me, it seems, at least, I could be wrong, but to my perception, it's the ladies out there who are looking more towards the relationship thing. A lot of men look for money and prosperity because, let's face it, from a man's point of view, that whole thing deals with confidence, self-worth. And from a man's point of view, that can lead you directly into the relationship sphere anyway, if that's what you want. Again, look, I'm a guy. I look at it from a guy's perspective. I'm not a woman. I know there definitely are differences between the genders and how we look at things, how we value things. But what I find is that a lot of ladies out there are into the whole SP and or marriage thing. But again, either one. There's women out there looking for the money and the abundance as well. That one's probably more evenly split. So anyway, take it for what you want. If you're interested in the subject, you're interested in the subject. The bottom line here is that I have the two pillars of this whole thing are usually money on one side and abundance, SP and love on the other. Okay, and marriage fits in with that. So anyway, I found some looping clips of Neville himself speaking about, one was the lavish, steady, dependable income quote, which is already out there in a looped fashion for people to focus on. And then also the one about I'm blissfully married. That other one that it's also out there in loops that you can watch. I decided to do it a little different and embed them into a mind movie. So instead of just like my other mind movies and most mind movies where you're just focusing on, a multitude of affirmations on whatever subject, flashing with imagery or videos in the background, I decided to focus the one specifically on Neville's looping affirmation on the whole lavish income thing, which is wealth and abundance. And for the SP one, his quote about marriage, being blissfully married, happily, blissfully married. So hopefully somebody would find that useful. I had fun putting it together. And I'm going to do variations on those, maybe not in the mind movie sphere, just in the affirmation video sphere without the kaleidoscope. But don't sell yourself short, or don't sell the kaleidoscope stuff short. Don't Don't write it off. Take a look at it. Those kaleidoscopic things, if you've got some time to really sit there and relax and focus, they can work wonders. Okay, it really gets your mind into that like trance-like state, relaxation, and then becomes more receptive to the affirmations, to the visualization part. Look, it's there for a reason. You know, Joe Dispenza out there, he swears by this stuff. I know that they teach people to do their own mind movies. That's where I got the formula from. But I don't know how many people are actually going to take the time to go out and create their own mind movies to then watch on their phone, because you've got to get this stuff together, and you got to know how to use a video editing app and put it together to render the video. So how many people are going to do that? You know, my assumption is not many, especially if they're not computer literate or computer savvy. I was already doing stuff like that. So for me, it's just take all this stuff, throw it together, and render a video. And that's what I did. I literally did both those movies this morning. So I'm following up with this on that. I should probably link them in the description to this video, because if someone finds this video on its own, they're going to be like, what mind movies is he talking about? But I can also put a little on one side or the other, a little thing to my I have a mind movie like playlist of all my mind movies. So you can check all of them out that way. I try to catalog them that way, at least to keep them separate from my other videos. So anyway, I hope that could be useful to somebody out there. I want to have all that different content, not just me talking, you know. A lot of people have these channels, and it's great for them. I'm not knocking them, but just them talking to the screen. I get bored with that. I mean, who'd want to look at this constantly? You know, I like to have a different content on my channel, so that's part of it. The mind movies are a great thing. I can churn one out every once in a while, and it can be useful to people. I find it's a useful tool, an affirmation, visualization, manifestation tool. So you have those. I provide those. And also I do the lectures by Neville. I've done a lot of those. I have a playlist on that. And also my videos where I speak to the screen, just to you. So you have that. So anyway, I wanted to just sum up those two new mind movie videos. And also to say, keep at it. I'm wanting to yawn right now. I don't know why. I slept well last night. Why am I tired enough to want to keep yawning while I'm speaking to this thing? I don't know. It's annoying. Stifling yawns. So just stick with it. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Keep the faith and stick with your affirmations, your visualizations, all of that. Don't give up on it. Just don't give up on yourself. Just keep at it. No matter what your 3D is showing you at the moment, don't give in to the 3D if it's not what you are assuming it to be. You need to assume that it's real so that it therefore will catch up to your assumptions. Okay? And it can play, there can be a lot of, ups and downs along the way, right? So the old man kicks and screams on his way out. And it can take a while. It can be quick or fast. It can be quick and fast, or it can be slow and tedious or painful for some people. It all depends how you're doing it. Just go with it. Just keep the faith and know that eventually it will materialize the way you want it to be. Okay? You gotta stick with it, you know. Don't let the old man have his way, because he'll kind of try to rebound and come back. He'll try to rebound and come back, and you just have to be stubborn. Be stubborn. It's like I mentioned in other videos, I have a bunch of pets here. One recently passed away, but I had 4 dogs and 3 cats. Now I have 3 dogs and 3 cats. One of the older dogs passed away 2 weeks ago. So anyway, the next oldest dog we have is a little Chihuahua. And she's actually a very friendly Chihuahua. She doesn't have that nasty Chihuahua bone in her body. She loves strangers. She never barks or growls or anything. Everybody loves her. She came from a shelter. And she's the sweetest little thing, but stubborn. And my other 2 dogs are kind of like mixed breeds, and they have a little bit of Chihuahua in them, even though they're much larger than a Chihuahua. And they have that same stubborn, certain things I see in them, I see in the Chihuahua. So I'm assuming they got it from the Chihuahua. And also from the Terrier. Terriers are also like that. So anyway, can be very stubborn. They're very tenacious. So this Chihuahua, I'm telling you, I can take her out, and I want her to do something outside that I don't want her to do in the house. And yeah, most of the time she'll comply, but sometimes, man, stubborn, and you'll be cleaning up the house afterwards, because they're stubborn. They want to do it their way. The old man can be like that, right? Your old man can be like that, very stubborn, want to come back and keep rebounding, and you just have to keep the faith and keep it up and keep affirming for how you want things to be. And your 3D will eventually catch up. But I can't tell you how long it's going to take. I can't guarantee you it'll be today, tomorrow, next week, next year, or 3 years from now. All in its appointed time, as Neville said. So, I'm here to help support you, and also the tools. I provide the tools like the mind movies. Try them. They're there for a reason. Try them. Do them consistently. Listen to Neville's lectures consistently. I can't tell you how many times on my phone here, I have Neville lectures on my phone, and whenever I'm commuting in for my job, I have a long commute on mass transit, and a lot of times you have their headphones connected. And yeah, music is great, but a lot of times I'm sitting there listening to Neville. Sometimes when I'm walking through the city on the way as part of my commute, sometimes I listen to music, but a lot of times I'll listen to Neville. I find him very soothing, and it's the repetition of that knowledge goes a long way to just imprinting itself in there, and then you tend to remember it more. It comes to you more. It becomes more natural, just like anything you hear over and over again. And it's soothing. I find it to be soothing and inspirational, motivational. It's motivational. It's like listening to a motivational speaker. I mean, in a way, that's what Neville was. He was a motivational speaker for his particular thing. Some people listen to, Tony Robbins and people like that, and they're all great for what they are. I find Neville to be more to my liking than all of that. Or whoever, So I guess that's about it. I'm not going to just ramble on and on. Keep the faith. Keep affirming. Do whatever you need to do to make it happen for you. All right, try different things. If you don't have that one thing that works for you, try the different things. Try the various, like whether it's like my mind movies or listening to Neville lectures or whatever. Even if you make your own affirmations on these phones, you can get like an audio, like a dictation thing, basically a voice recorder, and you can speak your affirmations into them and then save it as like an MP3 file or something. And then you can go back and listen to your affirmations over and over again. That can work as well. Okay? Or you can do it with the video on your phone. With the video, you've got to sit there and watch it. I guess you can shut the screen off and just listen to it audio-like if you want to. But the sound recorder is good. It doesn't use as much memory on your phone. Sound only versus sound with video. Video is going to use a lot more, memory on your phone, memory card or whatever. So if all you need is the audio, just get the audio recorder app. There's tons of them out there. Sometimes they're even built in, and do little audios of your affirmations. What's important to you? Do scripting, whether it's in a notebook or on a thing. It doesn't matter where you're writing it down, and do scripting when you can. That requires you to sit down and actually do it. If you have a space where you can do that and time to do that, there's lots of different things you can do to I guess, inundate yourself with your focus, what you want, your affirmations, what you are manifesting. So I hope through any of this you got some ideas and some more tools to work with. And that's that. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share my channel around. I appreciate it. See you later.